Hey guys, back with another video, and this video is a haul, but it is not a book haul. This video is more of like a horror toy collection haul. Found some things really cheap at Target when we were shopping for my middle son's birthday presents, and as you can tell, they are arguing with each other in the background like they always do over toys. But I want to show you some of my toys that I have collected. And if you see any of the packaging where the boxes are dented up or bent or anything like that, I personally don't care about that because I'm not intending on selling these back to someone. If I do, it'll just be at a cheap price because of the boxes being dented. Or if they're ever out of the box, I would just sell them to collectors as an unpackaged deal. Because I won't say that I won't ever sell these, but I don't buy them with the intention of selling them. I don't want to be that person that collects, and not to say that there's anything wrong with it, but I'm a different sort of collector. I don't collect these with the hope of never taking them out of the package because I may one day sell them. I buy them so I can put them up on my my bookshelves once we get my bookshelves set up the way I want them set up, so I can sit them out on my bookshelves and make them look all nice and horror related and all that stuff. So that is my intention with my stuff. And then, if there may ever be a time where I would need to sell them or have to sell them for whatever reason, maybe if we get in a money crunch or, whatever thing, they're material things. I'm not going to keep stuff for life and hold on to it unless it really has significant meaning to me by someone who has passed. And these just have significant meaning to me right now just because they're cool and I love the horror stuff that I picked up. Otherwise I wouldn't get it. But if I ever had to sell them back, I would sell them back. So I really don't care about the packaging as long as the item on the inside isn't damaged. And so far, everything my husband and I have looked at, none of the figures on the inside are damaged at all. It's just the packaging is a little bit damaged. So first up is one of my favorites, and it was my favorite before I also fell in love with Dracula. It is the very first Dracula out there, which was called Nosferatu, which is why I also loved, I think it was Joe Hill, Stephen King's son. Joe Hill, I loved his book. Oh, I'm having a brain fart. What was it? Oh, I think it was Nosferatu. I'm tripping. Because the main guy in the book, and this might be a spoiler alert for anyone who has never read the book or seen the TV show, but the main villain in the book, he has a different name, but he is referred to by, I guess, the person who triggered him to become the way he is, as a vampire, as a Nosferatu. So I think the Nosferatu was the inspiration for Joe Hill's Nosferatu, but his is Nos, N-O-S, with the 4 Ra and then the number 2 at the end. So he has 2 numbers in his title to make sure, I believe it's to make sure that it's different from this Nosferatu. But it's a NECA, a cheaper NECA, I believe it's NECA. Yeah, it's one of the cheaper NECA toys, or figures. I don't know what terminology, hardcore collectors go by. But I thought it was really cool. So, and then with these, if you take them out, if you want to take them out, they also had stands that they sell separate, which I don't know why I didn't get a stand because I do plan on taking this out and putting it on my shelf. but it will need a stand to stand on. So when you take him out and you want to put him on a stand, it has the cover on the back of the, I believe this is a doorway. It could also be a casket, depending on how you want to look at it. But he would be standing in the middle of it. So that is really cool. It just says it's a backdrop. But, you know, it'd be really cool to stand him up and take pictures with a, you know, decent camera with it. But that's the figure that, and he comes with a little rat, little mouse. Well, I wouldn't say mouse, it's definitely a rat. And it's all kind of like mean and stuff. I don't know if you can tell, but that white stuff sticking out of its mouth, that's like, look, see, look at the red rage and teeth and so. But when I saw, I was like, oh my goodness. I was actually being nosy, and I was in the book section looking at this to see if it was down cheap enough price, and it was actually down like half the price. So I was looking at that and I was like, ooh, Stephen King, because I'm collecting all of Stephen King books. Even though I'm reading that one right now, I'm collecting the Stephen King books, and so that I can read them in order of publication once I do get all of them. And once I do get all of them, that doesn't mean that I'm going to keep all of the books, because as I read them, if I don't like them, I will take them out of my collection and give them to Goodwill, give them to the library, but give them to somebody else, donate them to somebody else. But right now I'm collecting all of the Stephen King books so that I can read them in order of publication. It was a challenge that I saw about 1.5 years ago on BookTube. There was a video that I saw that was kind of like a recommendation video. And I actually haven't seen the person's page since then. Probably because that was the only video of hers that I saw. But anyway, I'm following her, and well, I didn't follow her. I saw her video, and I'm following her challenge on reading the Stephen King books by publication. And I don't even know why I got onto that, but that's Nosferatu. All right, but to Stephen King, here is another NECA toy that's on the cheaper end, and it already has its own stand, and I believe it's a bobblehead, so when I take it out, I'd probably have to have it somewhere where the sun can shine on it to where the head can move, because it's solar powered. So this series is Body Kickers, so it's the NECA Body Kicker figures, and it is it. And there's a button on the side of the base, apparently. And I don't even know what that would be for. I guess like after the sun powers it, you could turn or hit the button and then it makes the bobblehead. I think that's what the directions are saying back there. But so this is it, or Pennywise. This is the new school Pennywise, but if you are a fan of the book, you know that this is just one of the descriptions that is given for one of the adults that's seen Pennywise when they were younger. This is just one of the many descriptions that was given, because each child, if you even watch the movies, you'll know this, each child or each adult when they were children and as adults, they seen Pennywise, but in a different form or a different way. And then this is Tim Curry's Pennywise, the older school Pennywise. So, thought that was pretty cool. So, all of these figures that I'm going to show you are NECA, but these are the body knockers. This one is called Toonie Terrors. So this is the Toonie Terrors. I have another Toonie Terror. Let's see. My other Toonie Terror is the Nun from the movie The Nun. And she was in the Conjuring movies as well. So that's that. And then on the back she has her thing there. So, and I had to kick the kids out in order to do this video. Hopefully they don't come out, because I didn't want them to see this one, because this would really scare the 4-year-old. Actually, as a matter of fact, just in case he comes out, I'm going to put this upside down right here so he doesn't see it. Some of them I think he doesn't care, and then other ones, because they look creepier than others, he does care, so I wouldn't show him in front of him. That one I wouldn't show in front of him because I know he would freak out with that. This one is a body knocker. I got more body knockers than anything. And this is Jason. That one's not too scary looking because he's in a hockey mask. So, and then we have Chucky. My goal is to get the 3 dolls, like the bigger, my size dolls, if you will. I want to get Chucky the Bride and the Son, which I don't even remember the name of the son. I actually got to go back and Google that. The son was my least favorite of the 3, but to make the collection complete, I really want to get the son. How I'm going to display them when I get them, I have no idea. I said idea. I might just put them on the very top of the shelf. And somewhere like on the wall of the door. So if the kids ever walked by the door, they wouldn't see Chucky. They would just see the books and the not so scary figures, because my 4-year-old, at this moment anyway, he's scared of Chucky. Normally, or when I wouldn't say normally, but as he gets older, I don't think he will be scared of just knowing that it's a doll and knowing the difference between, fake and real. Right now, I would say, well, Chucky's fake. He's just a doll. But then the movie is a killer doll. So it's hard for a kid to understand that. So I'm going to put that under. I can hear the door open. I'm going to put that underneath the pillow so he doesn't see it. Who's that?
It's Joshua.
Oh, well, Joshua.
I'm just getting some CDs.
Some what? Oh, okay. All right, and then the next one we have is a Freddy. I don't know if you can see with the glare. He's not as scary, and the little man has no problem believing that this is just fake. Now, I want to say, and I have to say in all of my videos, my children have never seen any of these scary movies. My oldest has seen I believe the Halloween ones, or maybe these ones, because somebody that we're close to didn't take me serious when I said I didn't want my children to see the movies, because I'm such a big horror movie fan. They thought that I was just being sarcastic. And one night when he was spending the night, he was allowed to watch 2 of them. Not allowed by me, but because her son was allowed to watch him. Damien was with him, so he saw it. But I do not let my children watch any of these movies. They're too young to watch them. And nightmares can happen really easy. How do I know? Because I didn't listen to my mom. I snuck and watched them when I was little, and regretted it because I had nightmares quite a bit, but I couldn't stop watching them. I still can't stop watching them. Difference is now that I'm older, I can tell the difference between real and fake, and I haven't had any nightmares. So there's that. All right. Next 2 figures I have are the bigger, I say better, fancier NECA figures. Now, like I said, my husband and I shopped and we could find things on sale, because all you have to have is a damaged box and ask for a sell. So, this one is the Gremlins, a Gremlin figure. And it says the Ultimate Stripe. This is one of the bad Gremlins. I cannot remember what his name is. I just know that that movie cracks me up, and I can never remember the good gremlin or the other ones. And the good gremlin, his name is on the tip of my tongue, but I can never actually remember it. The bad ones, I don't even remember what their names were, but it was hilarious. So, and I really love the movies. I can't remember their names, but I love the movies. But that is the gremlin figure. I just like the fact that if you put water on them, they go crazy. And I don't know if you can see his face a whole lot there. Got the glare going strong. But the damage to this box, I don't know if you can really tell, but it's all up in there. And the way NECA sets these up, like where it looks like a book or an old, movie case, whatever. But they set these up to be like perfect display boxes. So if you want to display it with it open, you can. If not, you can hang it on the wall like this, flat up against the wall. Or, Velcro right there, flat up against the wall like that. Like so. Or you take them out of the box completely. I think I'm going to end up taking most of these out of the box. But there are a few that I do want to hang on the wall because they were harder to find. Even though when I did find them on sale. They were harder to find because, not because they were rare or anything like that. It's just certain Targets only buy certain ones, and then once they get them in, they're gone like, the drop of a dime. So, but now my next gremlin, I have to get the good gremlin, whose name it escapes me right now because I can't remember. Then the gremlin collection will kind of be complete because, to be honest, there's only the two types. There was the good one, and then there's a whole bunch of the bad ones. They all look slightly different, but the concept, if I just get the good one, it'll be complete. All right, my next NECA figure, and it's my last NECA figure in this collection, is the Predator. I've not collected any Alien or Predator NECA figures, which at this point I'm like, why haven't I? So this was the last one that was at my Target. And all of the times I've ever been to my Target, I've never seen the Predator. I've seen it at GameStop, but GameStop is ridiculously expensive. As it should be. They're, more branded, I guess, but it's ridiculous. So I did not pick them up there. And he has 3 changes of faces. He has 2, maybe 3 weapons here, 2 changes of his hand, and a skull. But he comes with a lot more, and it's pretty dope. Trying to get it close up here. There's so much glare. There it is. That's better. So much glare. So you got the 2 faces up top, and then you got all of these down there. That's a skull sword-ish sort of thing. That's the skull. I actually don't know exactly what this is. Some sort of thing that comes out of the bottom of his weapon. One of his weapons. And then a hand. This has like metal pieces on the hand, the other hand. And then that weird weapon that goes on him. So that's this weapon right here, actually. This weapon is this one. So, actually, let me see if I can show you the picture more clear. Because that's a skull. That's one of the faces in there. That's the one weapon I couldn't really show you. But... and then on the back really shows you more. That thing that I couldn't figure out. If I get it close enough, hopefully it'll focus. But that's that blue thing. It looks like it's at the tip of a weapon. But I thought that was cool. And then the very last thing I have to show you, actually, because I don't have any of, well, I actually have some Harry Potter pops, but they're the miniature pops. And I know there's this whole debacle with J.K. Rowling right now, but as I said in one of my other videos, I am perfectly fine with separating the author from their book. I don't know these authors personally. I don't know if I agree or disagree with their personal opinions. The only person I hold to a pedestal that could hurt my feelings is my family, but even higher than them is God. So whether I agree or disagree with her debacle, whatever the debacle really is, whatever. I can separate the author from their work. Okay. And plus, I also don't care enough to go on Twitter to really figure it out, to be honest, because I think that's where it's stemming from, is from Twitter. I don't think it affects me. I don't know. But me liking the books has nothing to do with whether or not I like her. Because I don't know anybody personally to... It's not to say I don't care about people because I don't know them personally. But I'm not fans of famous people to the extent to where I go and follow them on their social medias to know every single thing about them. I follow the pages that they have where it's literally like them posting pictures of them and their family. I mean, that's the extent. So I'm still buying Harry Potter merchandise because of my love for the books. It's really just that simple. Snape became one of my favorite complicated characters at the end of the series. So I really wanted Snape. He is the first normal size pop that I have of Harry Potter. I do have two smaller versions of Snape. I have Snape in the Mystery Mini pop, and then my mother-in-law got me a keychain that is Snape. And then I have a keychain that is Hermione that my mother-in-law gave me, and then I have a, what is his name? I can't remember his name at the moment, but it's the guy, Victor Crumb. There we go. And I have a Victor Crumb Mystery Mini. Other than that, he is the first normal Harry Potter pop of people that I have. Actually, let me rephrase that, because I do have the Phoenix. We got the Phoenix right before we moved, but the Phoenix, because we got him right before we moved, had to be packed with some of the stuff that we had to put in storage. Because this place is so small, a lot of our collectibles have been put in storage. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to make a trip to storage to put these there, because, or at least a lot of these, because there's only so much room on the one bookshelf that I brought with me. So, and I plan on taking all, like, if the pop isn't an exclusive, I plan on taking all of them out of the box to put them up. So if I were to ever sell a pop back, it would not be in the original boxes. It just wouldn't be, not unless they were an exclusive. And I'm even debating on those, because some of the exclusives aren't very expensive either. They're like mass production exclusives. But anyway, there is my other 24 minutes and 17 second video. By the time I'm done with this one, it will also be 25 minutes. But that is my horror haul. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the haul? You know, may not be a fan of horror, may be a fan of horror. What do you think? If you like this video, thumbs up, because that would help my channel a lot. If you have not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, because that would also help my channel a lot. But that's all I have for you. Peace.